3 elims for them. Got Chili Chug Splash is going to pop their shields first, though. The zone's pulling up and across. Pretty rough zone right now. It's going to go through all the builds. Not going to go over the mountain, though, but it's going to pull even more towards the edge. Dusky and Bully pull a great zone. It's 38 first moving, despite being incredibly stacked at the start, because this zone is a rough one. Walker's making it to front side as well. Glace and Chucky going to do a nice ramp slide down from Glace on the bottom side of your screen. Threat's getting hit very hard in the air. Going to make it down on less than 50 health, and it's going to be Macwood and Donnie that take the high ground positioning. User's going to fall in zone. Ages and Rise also trying to make their way through on the dead side. Donnie and Macwood seem to have high ground pretty well secured right now. J-Man's going to go down. Slacks and Clarity G ramping to front side too. Beef and Nick pushing their way through zone. How many masses Macwood got? 104 builds for Macwood, 93 for Donnie. This is their high ground. No one is going to be able to outmat them in this endgame, I have to imagine. Nick FN goes down in the feed. Beef's going to try and do something here. Beef's going to get sprayed in the back and push from the front. Beef's got to be careful. 21 health. Going to have to do something big to make himself out of this one. Unfortunately, goes down as Peterbot, it looks like he gets one of those elims. Peterbot up to 4 elims as a solo now. Keys is 15 health. Glace and Chucky still pushing forward. Magnolia taking shots through. Quaz going down. Yomzo and DGen, one of those teams that a lot of expectations on them today. Have been contested on their split previously. Today they're uncontested. So Yomzo and DGen need to make this one count. 56 health, 50 shields. 6 builds for Yomzo and only 2 for DGen. Where's the refresh? They're going in. Push him in. They're not phasing them in though. Yoms is going to try and break his way in, but he can't find anything. Oliver OG takes down Walkers. Here we go. Chimps behind the wall. Yomzo's not pushing DGen in. They're choosing not to push each other in. They're trying to play back a little bit. Age is going to take down Yuz, but as the more and more they do this, though, they're getting other teams to build their way in zone. They are still making the rotate. They're not getting the refresh, though. I'm waiting for it. Surely they get a kill soon. Here, there it is. Take down Flutto. DGen and Yomzo now up to 4 elims. Peterbot's still going as a solo. Peterbot playing so well right now. One of the big surprises to have a last-minute team. Peterbot's been playing exceptionally well. Pulls zone. Zone comes back, which is massive for them. Bully's down below, so Dusky is a solo. Gonna try and make his way to front side with the 13 builds that he has to his name. Teo on the ultimate low ground, trying to push his way through. 30 health, 30 shield. 27 builds as well. The armored wall coming out a little bit too early. Doesn't have time to actually utilize it. Still on backside of zone. Slacks gets a med mist, but needs to try and find his way in while he pops it. If that med mist runs out and he's not in zone, he's going to go down. Dusky's just ahead, but Dusky doesn't see him coming. Slacks going to try and sneak in. Dusky comes around the corner and finishes him off. Yomzo goes down. DGen goes down. I think that was the hand of Glace and Chucky. Okus now is solo. We've lost Yuz in this one. Macwood and Donnie still in their position of power on the high ground. Still looking fantastic with those builds in this loadout. OG and Playerfy, a team that's had a lot of people talking about the friction between them, doing very well here in game 1. 5 elims. Top 7 teams secured. Glace and Chucky trying to make their way through. Dusty getting an elim. Okus now down to 27 health. Macwood and Donnie putting down constant pressure. 300 mini ammo for Donnie alone is going to pretty much close this one out. Zone is going back up through this mountain, so everyone's trying to rat their way through. Dusky drops down. Chucky managed to take down Okus. Now Glaze stuck with his back against the wall. Chucky could maybe back him up, but Chucky's just behind him. Glaze is now down to 17 health. They're trying to push their way through, but zone going up. Luckily, it's only wood. Easy to break through. Chucky goes up on a bit of a higher layer, but again, high ground's going to spray them down pretty quick. Oliver OG and Playfire on low ground looking weak. This could go to a heal off. Unfortunately, the metal wall being the difference there. 1 minute and 15 seconds. 4 teams, 7 players. Man, they're just ratting through old builds. Glaze going to go around this corner. OG and Playfire have the advantage there. We now have 3 teams, 1 solo, 2 duos. Playfire and OG on the low ground. Gonna have to beat out Macwood and Donnie on the high ground. Let's see what Golden can do in the middle. Can he get another elim? Maybe top 2. I don't think a win, but with this med mist, could maybe pull off a cheeky play, playing the zone and staggering a little bit. Macwood and Donnie are looking ahead, seeing if they can blow up that vehicle. That's going to be huge. Macwood spotted it. Really smart plays from Macwood. That's going to set the low ground on fire. It's going to make this low ground fight even harder. 4 health. Oliver OG is going to go down to Storm. Playerfire is going to land back in the fire. Literally out of the frying pan into the fire. Playerfire's got 20 health and he's going to fall. A huge game 1. 6 elim win for Macwood and Donnie. And then it was Playerfire on the low ground getting a 2nd place. Good game though. What a zone. pulling all the way across past Covert. That's a rough one. We have Donnie and Macwood on 50. Oliver OG and Playify on 49, getting a few extra elims. 7 elims second. Glace and Chucky on 48. Golden Walker's 44. Quanti and Peterbot 35. Yuz and Okus 34. Rise and Aegis 34. DJ and Iomzo 32. And that is your top 8. Remember, turn on this zone, then use Spider-Man late on second zone. Yep, looks like that might be the play. We're going to launch pad the first, rotate straight over the top, and then save the Spider-Man for second and third rotating. Oh, no. Never mind. Back to the first way. Spider-Man first, pad later. That gives me the indication they're probably going to want to make a high ground play with that pad. A little bit easier to coordinate than a Spider-Man high ground retake. Going to make front side. 25 teams, 45 players. Death and Tabney here on the front side. Ulti low. We have Glace and Chucky here on 69 above. Front side as well. Clarity G Slacks trying to make their way across. Muzz and Avery only 42 above. Need to get a little bit more damage on the board. 92 builds for Muzz. Avery was about 66. Still have really good meds here as well. Tabney takes down D-Roller. Remember, Avery and Muzz didn't make finals last week, so they need to perform very well here today. At least a top 25 to make semifinals guaranteed. Top 8 would be on the cards, though. Muzz and Avery started off the season really good. Got a second place in the round 2 Cash Cup when they had uncontested Coney. Since then, they've been contested, but they are back to uncontested Shifty, so all eyes on them to prove they can do it. 2 above, 39 below, though. Avery and Muzz are just kind of feathering the surge line. They're going to step up, and unfortunately, Mac was going to get an easy edit one shot there. Avery is going down to 81 health. Muzz taking over. They're still below. They're back to healing again. Really needs to get some damage there on Macwood. 21 teams, 34 players. Fair way off top 10 right now. I see Yuz still going as a solo. Pamsu's going to go down. Tabney's going to go down. They are going to survive Storm Surge, but they've gone through a lot of their meds. And they've gone through a fair bit of their material. Down to 60 builds on ulti low. Sprite and Nounsy still here on the mid ground. Got to make every game for them count since they're contested on spawn. They're going to push through after taking down Jamper. Macwood takes down 20. Dukes here as a solo. Got to play around the corner. The Dukes might be able to put some pressure on Zuck. Going to try and make his way up to the top if he can. He gets stuck in the box. Can't get some shots on a bully or enough to actually take him out. Dips out of the box, though, with that med miss and just kind of pieces out from that one. Redux and Savage on the high ground putting down the pressure. Now Zizatello going to fall. OMG, Me2 and Shadow getting their 4th kill of the game. Nounsy and Sprite trying to push their way through. 26 builds for Nounsy. We've got 17 for Sprite. 11 teams, 19 players. I think Muzz and Avery still going for the prediction. There it is. Avery still going. Muzz is going to fall as I say that. That is top 10 teams right now. They come 10th, I believe. So the prediction secured. I'll call that one at the end. Aviv and Squish get a beautiful angle. Bully with that cone, though. Almost saves himself. 7 teams, 12 players. Squish and Aviv, one of the most underrated teams in NA East right now. Getting a lot of consistent top 10s in the Cash Cup. Not a lot of people talking about him. And it's good to see them popping off here right now. 29 points on the board, 2 elims. Squish has 7 builds. Aviv has 3. See if they can make a play on a Slacks, and Clarity gets the shot straight through. And oh my god, the double wipe on a Slacks and Clarity. When I talk about underrated, 2 of the veterans of NA East feeling the sting. Nick FN going down on the low ground. 4 teams, 7 players. We have Redux and Savage on the high ground as a full duo. 6 elims to their name. Looking very good right now. Me2 with 4. Going to play the medkit stagger play. Haven't seen that too much in Chapter 3. More of a Chapter 2 staple play. Did it go off, though? It did go off. 4 teams, 7 players. So Me2 right now, the only solo in this against 3 duos. Can he clutch up more points? He gets discovered by Aviv and Squish. They see the easy target of the solo, and they collapse on it. Evasion going to chop them down. An Evasion with the Chapter 3 classic. Aviv's going to go down as well. We got 2v2, and right now Savage takes that as a chance to drop down. Redux stays up a couple layers, blocks off Zerks, and man, what an endgame. That was a hard one to call. Whole bunch of action breaking down very, very quickly. Savage and Redux take the 8 elim win. 58 points, though. Whew. Good game 2 here for NA East. We still got 4 to go. Tony and Macwood holding on to first by a singular point. Glace and Glace and Chucky. Bully and Dusky. Clarity and Slacks. Nick FN, Beef. Redux and Savage. OG and Playify. And then Cooper, Rooney, and Pose. That's your top 8. Oh, 2 kills for DJ Niomzo's Surge. Should help them out a lot. This won't go to 50 Surge. It will go to 30, though. Peterbot gets a kill in the feed. Huge for Peterbot and Quanti, the team that needs this arguably more than anyone right now. 0 series points. 214 above. Alrighty, Omzo, chill. Sprite and Nounsy, 73 below. We're going to have to find some damage. Chili Chug Splash has been popped. Oh, okay. Damage comes in the form of Crunchy, just flying straight into them. That'll do it. All right, Sprite and Nounsy now have the ability to hold high ground. They found a bit of their damage. Only 40 above. They'll probably need a couple more tags to stay above this one. They're going to try and look for a launch pad. I think Day's just about to go down, or did just go down. No, Day takes down someone with him. Peterbot gets a kill in the feed. Where is Day in all this? Did Day go down? No. Did I just skip past him? There we go. Day's going to try and fight his way through. 141 below, 2 elims, 70 builds. Problem is the surge right now too. 10 players have to go down. Day's a bit of a demon, but 1v2 trying to get your surge up will be rough. He could maybe do it though. 23 teams. Oh, Clarity G jumps in and gets really unlucky. The heavy sniper not doing its damage, but there it is. He goes down because he's got a teammate. Clarity G is going to still fall. I imagine the res won't come out. We have Glace and Chucky still pushing. Our highest point team alive right now, 90 points. 370 above surge. Looking good overall. Magnolia and Quiet look like they were high ground, and I'm seeing it. Here we go. One of my two teams predicted here to qualify today. One of them doing quite poorly. One of them potentially about to be doing very well. DJ and Eomzo take the high ground. 50 builds for Eomzo. 36 for DGen. We got 3 Chili Tug Splashes, Minis, Bigs. We have Armored Walls as well. This high ground looking very, very good. Bully's going to fall in the hands of Keys. Crunchy still going as a solo. Sprite and Nounsy still pushing through. Trashy and D-Roller. Fan favorite. I'd love to see them do well today. Nick and Beef. Also in the top 3 position right now, I believe, on 80 points. Yep, top 3 position. Dusky, though, goes down for Dusky and Bully just outside top 15. Glace and Chucky still looking really, really good as well. 15 teams, 26 players. We've only got 3 builds for Glace, though, and 28 for Chucky. So Chucky's going to have to try and lead here as much as they can. The Eomzo and DGen are going to go up. Sticking to that front side on high ground. Looking really good. Reverse ramps. The Eomzo still got 24 builds. DGen 23. Eomzo in the back pocket right now. DGen getting the 4 kills. Thought Eomzo was supposed to be the cracked young zoomer in this duo. Getting hard kill checked by the boomer at this point. D-Lol and Trashy still running up the low grounds. Qua takes down Death. The Eomzo takes down Glaze. That's big. Taking down the first place player. Playify and OG also looking really good on the mid ground. Those Spider-Men coming in clutch at the moment. 6 builds for OG. Only down to wood. Playify's got a bit of wood left too. Everything's going down the low ground though. Pledge is shooting his way in. I don't even know what's happening. It's dark. It's foggy. There's players jumping into each other. The fucking auto shotgun hits like a wet noodle. Nick FN trying to back it up for Beef right now. See if he can get some shots through D-Roll and Trashy on the other sides of the walls. 30 builds, 30 health, 60 shields. He's got 3 elims to his name, 0 builds. Needs to try and find something. Trashy and D-Roll are still down there as the full duo. Looking great. Playify and OG, 6 teams, 10 players. I've got to imagine we still have DJ and Eomzo on the high ground. We do. 6 elims now. Eomzo's going to start dropping down and looking a bit more aggressive. Top 5. Everything quiets down a little bit. There it is. There's the spray. Golden goes down to 85 health. No shield. 8 health. 1 tick to zone. Backed up against it with the hill behind them. Golden's going to try and do something. Walkers goes down. Golden's by himself. Going to try and clutch up. But, oh, there it is. As soon as someone looks at him, he's going to go down. Playify and OG in this one on the low ground. DJ and Eomzo are pretty much being gifted this win. I have to imagine D-Roll the last one left for this. And right now they're going to jump down. DJ and Eomzo, the spray comes out. All of the OG trying to survive. Trying to maybe clutch up a second. It's OG versus D-Roller. OG is going to take it. But OG's going demon mode. But there's no chance he beats Eomzo and DJ here. He gets stuck up against the cone. Unlucky. Good effort from OG and Playify though. And then Eomzo and DGen with the 8 elim win. First team to crack triple digits. Actually, you know what? Maybe, actually, no, never mind. Maybe Chucky did as well. We'll see. DGen and Eomzo tied on 101. And then Nick and Beef on 101 as well. Glace and Chucky 97. Golden Walkers 96. OG Playify 94. Bully Dusky 88. Donnie Mackwood. And then Clarity Slacks. Very, very close leaderboard. Jeez. Looking very good. Zone's going to go completely into the water. Very, very rough zone for some of these teams. I guess this was the game to not make it into anyway, because at least, hey, the zone was kind of scuffed. The Eomzo 138 above, so at least he's got a bit of surge on the board. Doesn't have to worry too much about playing for surge. He can just focus on solo rotates. 114 builds. with Chili Chugs and some decent meds. See what Yomzo's got solo. This could be their qualification right here. If Yomzo clutches up some big points, this will be very, very important. So he's staggering the rotate a little bit so he can follow behind on the build, save some of his mats, sends it in colder down below. Player jumps in and Yomzo hits him for a big shot. 175. That'll hold now. Yomzo's good on Surge for the rest of the game. Front side pops the minis. Bully's still trying to do the same thing as a solo as well. Doesn't have the Chili Chug splashes though, unfortunately for Bully. Player's going to aggro onto him as well. Bully is not on a good of a layout. Bully goes down. It is now Clarity and Slacks on 89, and then Yomzo is a solo on 113 for how close his leaderboard is. Yomzo getting elims to boot, not just clutching up the placement. Gets a Spider-Man and a mythic SMG. Oh, sorry, legendary SMG. Spider-Man rotate is going to be massive as a solo right now. He's going to make his way all the way through. Dropped the med miss though, so he's only got the Chili Chug splash for the meds. Threats takes down Aviv. Clarity and Slack still going as a duo. 30 builds for Clarity. Nice rotate. Slack's going to follow up from behind here. Try and find some refreshes out of the stair tarp. Yomzo with 93 builds is looking a bit aggressive on the backside as well. Yomzo confident as a solo. And so he should be. Takes down Squish as well, but unfortunately gets shot on that last Spider-Man use, and that puts him in a bad spot. Never mind. Yomzo has got the crazy Zoomer mechs that you've come to love Yomzo for. Gets himself out of that one very quickly. Pepper still pops. Going to start tarping his way up. Nice layer swaps. Goes up a few layers. Got to be careful though. He's second height right now. He is going to drop down. Very smart play from Yomzo. Gets the armored wall going. Three elims, 26 builds. He's still got that Pepper Pop to try and rotate around the outside here. He's down to 150 mats, and it's all wood. All right, this is it now. Can Yomzo find the refresh? It's still a lot of points he's clutched up so far. Clarity and Slacks have just skyrocketed up the leaderboard now into second place. Yomzo goes down just inside top 10. Clarity and Slacks is their chance to try and clutch up as much as they can. Muzz is still going as a solo as well, clutching up the prediction for the Believers. The only problem is he can't find a way into zone. If he stops holding this med miss, he's going to die. I think he might take 4 damage. Maybe you can build a floor first. 5 health, 10 health, 5 health, 10 health, 5 health, 10 health. Can he make his way in? And no, he clutches up. Hey, few more placement points there as well, though. Just almost the top 5. Clarity and Slack still going on 112 on the low ground. This leaderboard is going to be very, very close to close out NA East. Clicks and Day doing really well here. Been sleeping on the facts. Clicks and Day are still going. 52 points. Maybe back-to-back wins in game 5 and 6 could clutch up the qual. That would be a very, very legendary run. Clicks gets the big shot. Clarity goes down. Slacks. No. Clicks gets in. Day follows and they go down 3rd, I think? Or 4th. No, they go down 4th overall. Pam's doing Fatch. The French Canadians on the high ground. Sneaky and Statics down below. It's a 2v2. Fatch and Pam still used to be in this position. Only, I think, 0 builds for Fatch and Pam still on the high ground. Maybe Statics can win this. The Spider-Man play goes up. The shots come out. Statics' teammate goes down, and that is it, though. Pam, Stu, and Fatch are going to jump up to 93 points with a 7 elim win. Pam, Stu, your solo FNCS champion. Getting 6 of those kills, too. Let's go. Have DJ and Yomzo in first. Clarity, Nick, Glace, Golden, Bully, Redux, and Oliver OG. We're going to jump into game 5 now. Switching Redux. Nah, it's just Twitch. Yoon, in your area. $37 below, 44 below here for Savage and Redux. It wasn't Rita, it was Epic Whale. Oh, did you look at the wrong team, Merits? As Merits has given the fake comms. He's just called out Epic Whale and Arkham's win. All right, Savage and Redux now, 63 below. Yes, my bad. Nah, you're all good. Damn, that sucks. Oh, Epic Whale and Arkham are popping off then at least. At least they've made round 3, which is also really important since we want them to qual. All right, still 54 below. We've lost Biff, we've lost Pam, Stu, and Fatch now as well. Player 5 solo, Oliver OG's down. This is going to be a close finish. This game 6 for NA East is going to be nuts. This is so close on the leaderboard. Player 5 still trying to go as a solo, finds his way out, and oh my god, just follows threats through all the builds. He needs that elim. That would have been 3 bonus points, and no, he goes down to Jampa and Dukes, who are on their 3rd elim so far. Clicks and Day trying to make a big jump back up on the leaderboard for themselves. 18 teams, 31 players. We have Chubbs doing this as a solo. Twix has gone down. Jackson on right there in front of him. I think Chubbs is going to win this trade, take the mats, and keep tarping if someone doesn't hold him. And no, Chubbs loses that to Jackson on very little amount of health there. So Walker's is now a solo as Golden's gone down. 116 points for them. They are very, very much in qualification range. Walker's and Golden are going to do the best they can to clutch up right now. Redux and Savage still going after that issue with Surge we saw earlier. This qualification is going to be so close. Everyone is down. Redux goes down. Savage on 8 health, trying to hold on to what he can. We're going to start looking at some of these lower point teams now because honestly, anyone can make a comeback here in Game 6 with how close the leaderboard's about to be. Speaking of, Spade and Chimp, mid 90 points, just get their 5th elim of the game. That's 15 points from elims alone. D-Roller and Trashy, the boys are low ground, trying to run it up. 51 builds for Trashy, 31 for D-Roller. Good loadout across the board for them right now. They could have a big comeback with a win. Where's Day and Clicks? Because honestly, at this point, Day and Clicks can make a comeback if they have 2 good games. I've definitely cursed them. Clicks about to get domed here by J-Man. Yelp, holy shit, I am truly just fucking cursed. Day Sean on 9 health. 2 big pots and 5 splash in the back pocket. Day's going to try to hold up here if they can. 12 teams, 19 players. 5 splashes here to try and pop on the backside. 14 health, 50 shields. 34 builds coming out. Day's trying to hold on as much as he can. We've got Walker's now still going on 126 points. He is really clutching up this team's qual. Gets the shot from behind. Oh, the big shot on the Day. No, it's the last person I wanted to see him take down, but good stuff for Walker's. He's clutching up so big for him and Golden right now. I am going to be the first one to admit I know next to nothing about this team, but I'm going to have to start paying attention because I think they're going straight through into grand finals on 131. Chimp and Spade right now trying to clutch up as well. D-Roller is a solo. With 1 game to go, D-Roller could really clutch up big here. 13 builds, 2 elims. Going to jump back up, pull zone back and across a little bit. He's going to try and go in here. He's going to go up 1 layer. Got to be careful of that high ground, though. Come on, Roll. Let's see it. Let's see the Apex grind. I want to see that R99 Peacekeeper aim. Come on. 6 teams, 10 players. Spade and Chimp still going as well. Dukes and Jamper trying to do what they can to survive the onslaught from D-Jenny Omzo, our first place team up above. D-Roller goes down. No, top 5. Aviv also goes down. Iomzo and D-Gen have qualified. They'll be going straight through into grands. At least I was able to pick 1 team to qualify here today. Walker's on 135 has clutched up so big for his team. 5 elims. Can he get any more? 4 teams alive. The only problem is Chimp and Spade is a duo down below. There's 1 other solo in this lobby and then another duo up above, which is D-Jenny Omzo. And it's Squish. Squish is the solo. Aviv and Squish, like I said, one of the most underrated teams so far this season. He's got double spray on this one. Squish is going to go down. Walker's drops down to the low ground. 16 builds, 15 health. That's it. He's going to go down. Spade and Chimp, though, on 119. This means so much more for Spade and Chimp than D-Jenny Omzo. D-Jenny Omzo have qualified. Spade and Chimp haven't. Big shots come out. Chimp on 48, 38, 28. The big shot onto D-Jenny misses. 8 elims second, though. Very, very good for Spade and Chimp to try and bring this one back. And D-Jenny Omzo on 190 points have easily qualified here today with 1 game left to go on NA East. Oh my good God. Count out D-Jenny Omzo, but 137, 119, 118, 116, 110, 109, 106, 103, 102, 102, 98, 96. Like, bro, any one of this could take it. 88, 84, 84, 80, 79. Like, literally any of these guys can take it. When it's 32 points a win, 3 points per elim, like, realistically, anyone around 70 points or above could jump up into the zone. See if they can clutch up and hold on here. 22 teams, 43 players. Rise gets an elim. Unfortunately, Rise had a pretty rough day here today. They don't really have a great chance of qualifying, but they are putting down a lot of the teams and players that do. Glace goes down, going for the pad, and now it's up to Chucky as a solo to try and hold on to this one. 119 points. Chucky's going to get in here. He jumps in the box, though. Chucky goes straight in the box, and he goes down 120. That might be it for them. Chimp as a solo on 137, trying to push forward. 32 above. Players playing aggressive right now. Only has 56 builds, and he's trying to hold on for as much as he can. Iomzo and D-Gen are already in. He had 0 builds. Yeah. Aviv and Squish on 121. D-Roller and Trashy on 117 could be making the glorious comeback. OG and Playfy on 114. Also, they've been up in the top 8 for almost all of today. Going to try and hold on here to the very end. D-Roller takes some big shots. D-Roller's going to go down here. It's up to Trashy now as a solo. Edits on the wall. Players in the front. Players in the back. Needs to be careful. He's going to go out the side with his 48 builds and Spider-Man. Try to hold on for as long as he can. Trash is going to go up. He's going right next to one of the boxes. Needs to be careful. That was very, very ballsy by Trashy. Chimp still going on 138, trying to clutch up as many points as he can. 30, 20, 10. Oh, he just makes it in. He's going to try and break his way down. One tick to zone, and Chimp's going to be out of this one. 139 should be enough, I have to imagine. Aegis takes down Pledge. Voil's also going to go down here as well. Squish and Aviv in this mid-ground layer on 123. They take down Keys. That's 873 above. They have 4 elims. They're climbing the leaderboard. Aviv and Squish have been placing top 10 in multiple cash cups this season. Still not really getting the respect they deserve, so a grand final automatic qualification would seal the deal here. We have Scented Cold still going. Threats and users. Still keeping my eyes on Jamper and Dukes up above on 99 points. This is doable. They could win this and qualify on the high ground. Jamper and Dukes have been having a rough season so far. Uncontested chonkers. A lot of people had high expectations for them and potentially going to pull it off here in the final game. Click still going as a solo on 102. Have to imagine it might be over here for Clicks and Day. Peterbot and Quanti on 95. Quanti goes down. Peterbot is a solo. Oliver OG and Playify, though, on 123 are very much in the position to do this. 25 builds. Still have 2 kills. Aegis and Rise on 64 aren't going to have enough, but they're still playing this one as hard as they possibly can. Scented and Cold go down as well. Threats gets a kill in the feed. Users down below with Threats on 86. They're trying to have a big jump up, but I still don't think even a win here would do enough. But Magnolia goes down. Each Elim pushes them closer, though. 3 points per Elim. Jamper and Dukes on the high ground. Shots come down onto Clicks. 1 build for Dukes. So they need to get this. They take down Clicks. That is it. Clicks is out. He will be playing semifinals, though, alongside Day. But grand finals will have to wait for another day. OG goes down below, but Playify is still going. Dukes and Jamper up above. Squish and Aviv on 135. I have to imagine that's enough. Threats gets them on 93. Jamper and Dukes need this more than any team in this lobby right now. Users and Threats can't catch up. Threats can't catch up. It's all about Jamper and Dukes. They've got 1 Elim, 110. With all 4 Elims, maybe it's enough. That's 12 plus the win. It'll be close. Users is going to fall. Threats is down below still as well now as a solo shot's going to come out, but Threats is going to maybe take some of these kills if he gets Rise or Aegis. He gets Rise. Can he get Aegis as well? This is going to be very, very problematic. Jamper almost, wait, he might actually win this. Never mind, he can't. Jamper and Dukes get the 4 Elim win, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. A little too late, but the top 8, I actually don't know. Camera went out again. It's fine. It's fine. It's not important. It's not important. Who made it? Who clutched it up? What do we got? We have D-Jenny Omzo, Aviv and Squish, Chimp and Spade, Golden and Walkers, Oliver OG, Playify, Dukes and Jamper. It was enough. Their points like counted up so late. Let's go. Dukes and Jamper, D-Roll and Trashy. Let's go. Oh, fuck. Redux and Savage, but Glace. Oh, man. Glace and Chucky. If you guys don't know why I'm like a bit sad all of a sudden, I'm very happy for D-Roll, Trashy, Redux, Savage, but I'm pretty sure Glace and Chucky missed out by like, oh, what was their points last week? I remember it was close. I think it was really close. All right, then we've got Slacks and Clarity finishing on the tie break, getting keyed by Scented and Cold, cost them the qualification. Users and Threats just miss out as well. We have Nick and Beef, Pledge and Teo, Fatch, Pamstu. Jeez. Still really good, though. That was a good semifinals, though.